What up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. As we get back into another Lakers video, this is going to headline with Bronny James. Okay, Bronny James as Jeff Van Gundy, however you say his name, is going on a record to say that Bronny James' performances, his improvement, which we have not seen, is going to delay LeBron retirement with the Lakers. And I'm just sitting here like, can we stop this? Seriously, can we stop this? Because I don't see a scenario where Bronny James is going to ball this hard for the Lakers to be like, you know what? We just got to keep you. It's not going to happen. To be honest, it's best to move LeBron and Bronny James away from the Lakers organization because of how pretty much they entered the Lakers organization. Barring Magic Johnson when they recruited LeBron James, the way that LeBron forced Bronny James into this organization when we know at this point he's barely a G League level player. And I get it. Everybody's going to point to the health conditions that he had in college. But the fact of the matter is he still should have returned to college. Okay? I get it. There's hell of athleticism in Bronny James. I think that just runs in the DNA. Obviously, look at LeBron. But I do believe Bronny is short. He's a bit stocky at times. I think that he's a great kid. But this is just utter nonsense. We saw the horrific start to Bronny James in the preseason. So you mean to tell me when the regular season starts, this is a guy that people are advocating to get more rotational minutes, where I don't see it. I don't really necessarily believe in his shot like that for me to even begin to think that Bronny James is going to be the key piece of LeBron James remaining with the Lakers and let alone retiring with them. Now I want you guys to see this. Stan Van Gundy says if Bronny starts to get in his rotation, that could persuade LeBron James to hang around a little bit longer. Like, I want y'all to think about this. LeBron James wants to chase rings. Why would he want to sit around hoping that Bronny James is going to get it together when we saw enough with our eye test? If anything, he's going to want to chase a ring and have his son be a part of the process with another organization. I don't think it's going to be the Lakers. I think that LeBron James is going to load manage because he's not getting his way. I think that the fans are going to grow louder and louder with the Luka chants. I think that the fans are starting to migrate towards a newer hope, that being the Slovenian Slim Reaper Luka Doncic right now. And I think that LeBron James is going to want out. That's just my assessment so far because we already see where the games that LeBron James is playing right now. James has already managed to play long enough where he's teammates with his son, Bronny James. In his rookie season, Bronny played in just 27 games now, and averaged 2.3 points in 6.7 minutes per contest. Which, if you do a deep analytical vibe, that this is not really accurate. James had already said that he isn't going to stick around for when his other son, Bryce, enters the league. But how about if Bronny ends up becoming a staple in the rotation? This is what Stan Van Gundy said when he was interviewed by Clutch Points and talked about how Bronny could end up delaying LeBron's retirements. So in 27 games, we saw no progression. 27 games, guys, we saw no progression. We saw 2.3 points on average. Guys, this 2.3 points could be a free throw. Seriously. Or free throws. I think a lot of it comes down to two things out of his control. Does he view the Lakers as being the right path as a contending organization, and what happens with Bronny? Does Bronny get to a level where he's getting minutes and it's not a novelty anymore? It's an unbelievable story for him playing with his son, no matter how you put it. But what happens if Bronny starts to get in the rotation? Maybe that persuades LeBron to hang around a little bit longer. This is crazy, bro. People will say anything to stay in good graces with their king, LeBron James. I don't want y'all to think I'm a Bronny James hater or nothing like that, but let's be honest. People are just out here saying things, doing these interviews, doing these podcasts. I mean, let's just think logically here. We just saw 27 games, 2.3 points, no amount of surge along the way. Now, do you have a few G League performances that made people say, oh, yeah, there it is. Yep, exactly what we knew. No, when we see guys way far more talented still get cut from an NBA roster. Let's cut the BS. We know why Bronny James is on the roster. And for him to say, does he view the Lakers as being on the right path as a contending organization? Yeah, if he's the focal point, if LeBron James is the focal point. And what do you mean what happens with Bronny? You force someone on the job who wasn't, in my opinion, prepared to take the role, wasn't equipped with the right skill set, and now you're putting it on others to be responsible for something that you wanted, that you forced to happen. Does Bronny get to a level where he's getting minutes and it's not novelty anymore? Meaning, can we get to a point where he's getting minutes and it's not because of a narrative and it's what ESPN headliners want to see? We see ESPN go out of their way to literally show his highlights of getting rebounds and passing the ball. Never once did we see him. If he did make a shot, that one shot would be on the loop throughout the whole segment. It's not like Bronny James is out there torching offenders or opposing players. He was just out there hustling. It's times that I saw, hopefully it's changed now, guys, but it's times that I saw, yes, he could athletically look or feel in some moments that he knew what he was doing, but his eyes told it all. He looked pensive. Some of the plays he gave up on, he kind of gave off entitlement when it came to the G League. He did not want to travel with the team. You guys remember that, where you see people who have worked their whole life to make it to the NBA, and they have to do what they have to do. They have to show up early as crap to those G League facilities, try to convince coaches that, hey, vouch for me so I can make it to an NBA roster as a backup. Bronny James was too good for all of that. Did he have some games where he dropped double points? Absolutely. But what does that mean or matter in the real game, in a real moment, when it's time to put the efforts in perspective and for you to dominate within your role? I have not seen that with Bronny. I don't think he's battle tested enough, because the truth of the matter is a lot of these NBA players, majority of them are truly talented. I mean, you leave them open, they're going to knock down shots, right? This is just what they do. It's what they've been doing their whole life. And when it comes to Bronny James, I just don't see him being that piece that, as this guy says, persuades LeBron to hang around a bit longer. This is not even up to LeBron James past this season. LeBron James has no option but to go, which I think he's going to beat them to the punch, because he doesn't want them to have the luxury of dealing him. Even though he has the no trade clause, LeBron James is very much spiteful right now with the Lakers, and I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if LeBron James is already commingling with other teammates and players across the league to see what really works for him. Because you better believe it, guys, if he has to uproot from the Lakers and go across the nation, it's going to be to a contender. If it's not anywhere in the Bay Area with Steph and Wardell Carey and Draymond Green, who is a LeBron groupie, I do believe it's going to be somewhere on the East where he can see himself being a key piece to a championship run to close out his career. But him retiring as a Laker because of Bronny James is just nonsense. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.